Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Today we are here to continue what we've started. Alright, so um I hope you've done with your assignments, right? Okay. So next time that we give assignments, when you're done, just take a picture of it and send it to us on our WhatsApp platform or our Telegram for marking. Okay. So without wasting much time, let's brush through what we did the other time. Let's move on. The other time we started with numbers and numerals, okay, and we wanted to know how to read figures. We 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 were able to know that we have hundreds, we have tens, ones, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000, and 1 million. I think we have 100 million. But if you're able to, read to 1 million, we can know that yes, if it's 100 million, you know the numbers, right? A million should be 7, okay? So when you count your first 1, 2, 3, you make your comma. 1, 2, 3, you make another comma. The rest, no matter what it is part to make it 7, okay? I'll show you an example of what I'm saying. Okay, so we were able to write down things, and 100,000, and then we gave an exercise. All right, so hope you're done with the exercise. We said that when we are in to start the next lesson, we are going to tackle the exercise that we gave. Okay, so the next time we give exercise, you should take a picture of it and send to us or mail us. All right, so know how to do mail. All right, if you don't know how to send email, just go to our ICT and follow ICT. Okay, I hope you are in basic school. you know uh, uh, I know this class is JHS, right? Yes, so you're supposed to know how to send email. All right, so you need to follow the ICT. um you need to follow the ICT, okay, so that you know what to do. So we are changing the platform, okay? Instead of using Microsoft Word, we are now using a different platform to do what we do. All right. So okay, so we are using OneNote. All right, to do this. So we are here. Okay. So these are the exercises that we gave on board. All right. But before then, before we do we go through the exercise, like I always say to you, that tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your parents, whoever is taking care of you, just tell him or her that this is ftpclasses.com, helping you to understand core mathematics and write and pass exams. Okay, and remember that every topic, when we end the topic, we go into the past questions, solve a lot of past questions. Okay, so just tell your mom, your dad, your parent, whoever is taking care of you, to help donate. Okay, even if they are not, you can join our Telegram page, our WhatsApp page, to our WhatsApp platform. Just send us any exercises that we give out. All right, and we do tree as well. Okay, tree I can kind. Okay, so that one too is there. All right, so today let us look at the exercise that we gave on board. It says that write down the following in figures. All right, so 78,235,425. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. All right. Okay, so we write solution. Okay, so what do we have on board? What do we have on board? We have we say is that write down, write down the following in figures. Okay, so we are writing down the following in figures. It says that 8,78,235,425. Okay, so now here we know that we are writing in millions. Okay, so if it is in millions, we know the digits that we are going for seven digits, right? Okay, so let's make it M. All right, let's represent millions. All right, so let's do this so that you understand what we are doing. Okay, so let's represent the millions with um with M. Okay, so when we talk of the M, okay, so representing M as the millions. Okay, so millions, so we say that M, okay, millions, which millions will implies to be how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 digits, right? Okay, so we know of 7 digits. And it's saying that we have 78 million. Alright? So if you want to write million, this could be also equal to 1, which we can bring our comma, 1, 2, 3, our comma, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, it's the same thing. We've not changed anything, right? What we've done is that we've placed the comma to separate our zeros. Okay, so we bring comma to separate our, what do we call it, our digits. Okay, we've not changed anything, still is 7 digits. All right, so now let's look at something here. So far as we've been able to write this 00, that we have 7 figures there, then we can write it. All right, so it's saying that 78 is in the million, so we write our 78. Okay, so let me write this. M equals 78, so we have our 78 million. All right, okay, let's bring our comma, then let's bring our 3 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3. So that's our 78 million plus, what is it saying, 235,000. So we know how to write 100,000, which should be how many digits? Should be 6, right? Okay, so we have our 6 digits also, so let's indicate it here so that the understanding will come. Okay, so let's say TH. I hope you remember TH. TH means 100,000. Yes, let's go and see what we used to represent. Yes, I think it's TH. Okay, let's say 100,000. Sorry, it's HT. Sorry. So we use HT to represent 100,000, if you could remember. Our HT digits will be what? 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, Let's bring our comma. 1, 2, 3. This time we are bringing commas so that you understand it. Sometimes when there's a question posed, there's no comma, so you're supposed to place the commas there. Okay, so we've not changed anything. So this could be equals all right. Okay, so we know 100,000 should be 6 figures. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, which will be also equal to, we bring our commas there. 1, 2, 3 with our comma. All right, 1, 2, 3. We've not changed anything. All right, so we have our 78 million has been indicated. Then we come here and then we write 235,000. 235,000. So how do we write it? 235. Our first digit 3 has come. 1,000. So write 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have it to be 235,000 plus, what do we have again? 425. Okay, so we have our hundreds. So our hundreds, so let's say our hundreds equals h. All right, so let's represent h as our hundreds. So how many digits do we have? How many digits do we have for 100? We have 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. There's no need for us to bring comma. Okay, so alright, so let's do it this way. So this equal to 78. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have our 7 digits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here could be a 7, right? Because our comma has separated them. All right. Now let's see 100,000 to 100,000 to, we have 2, 3, 5, comma 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 235,000, and then we have 100,000. 100,000 will be what? Our 100, sorry, will be what? Our 100 will be what? 400 and, okay, so let's take the 400. So we have 400. Okay, and then what do we have for our tens? Our tens is what? Our tens is 1, 2, right? So 20 is our 10. Then we have our ones. Our ones is what? Is 1, 0, right? Which equal to 5. Okay, so this is what is written here. All right, so we let m equal to millions. So we say that our million is supposed to have 7 digits, which is 1, we separate it. 1, 2, 3, we separate it. 1 2 3, so it's 6. So 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so here could be 2 something something, here it's still 6. And here could be 78, here could be 100, here could be thousands, it's still one figure. Alright, okay, so we come here and then we see that this is 78 million. So we've written 78, 1 2 3 1 2 3. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You get it? Alright, so we have our 78 million. Alright, so we have TH. Okay, we have our TH, which is our 100,000. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 figures, and so we separate the 6 figures into 2, which is 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, and therefore is 2 what do you call it, 235,000. So 235, then the 1,000 we bring the zeros. So we came to the 100, which is 0 1 2 3. So we write our 400 because it's 425, and the 25 too, we break it into tens and ones. So this is what we're doing. So we can see that we have our 78 million plus 335,000 plus what? Plus our 400. We write our 400 plus our 20 plus our 5 plus our 5. Okay, so what do we get? Alright, so we add them. So let's add them together. So when we add them, we get 78 2 3 5 4 2 5. Alright, so if we do the addition, that's what you're going to get. So how do we write this? So we bring our commas, right? So let us maintain our commas. Okay, so when we have the 78, we have comma there. We have 235 too. We need to bring comma there. Then we have 425, and that's it. So the commas should be divided into what do you call it? Is 3 zeros. You see, you're supposed to have 3 digit, then you divide it into 2. You get it? So we have a 78,235,425. So simple, so very simple and cheap. It's not difficult at all, right? Is it difficult? Okay, so now let's go to the B aspect. I know the B aspect, you start doing it. Okay, so let's leave a space, or let's write here A. Okay, so let's bring the A. Okay, so let's do the B. Okay, I'll be following. There's no confusion, eh? So the question was, write down the following in figures, right? And then it says that 78,235,425. Okay, so without not rushing, we need to break it down for you to understand. Okay, so that it won't be it won't be difficult. So we make sure that you break it in millions. So which one is in the million? 78 is a million. And how do we write the million? We say a million is supposed to have 7 digits. Okay, and we know it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and we came to separate it by comma. So 7 digit, we leave the 1, then 1 2 3 1 2 3, and this is the same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, because this is 78. All right, so 78 is one figure. I hope you're getting me. All right, so then we separate the hundreds to, all right, into the hundreds to, we have 6 digits for it. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we divide it into 2. Okay, so here becomes 235,000, and the 100 to, we know is 400 is in 100. We divide it to tens, which is in 2 digits, and ones, which is in 1. So when we add it together, this is what we have. Okay, all right, so now let's go to the B aspect. I know you've gotten the concept, so let's look at the B aspect. It says that 506,337. I think this is very clear and very cheap, right? So this one, there's no need for us to panic. You can do it. All right, so now let's do the separations. So it says that here we are not going into in 1 million, in millions, right? So we have 506,000. So what are we in? We are in 100,000. So how many zeros do we have? So we are in HT, which is 100,000. So HT, which we will have 0 0 0 1 2 3, which is equal to same as 1 2 3 separated another 1 2 3. Okay, yes, the same thing. All right, so we are in 6. So what is it saying? How many digits do we what is this calling? 506,000. So how do you write 506,000? So I hope you're getting it. So we say 506. Then we bring our comma. We add the rest of the zeros. 1 2 3. So we can say that this is 506, 507, 508, 509, 510. Can't be, no, you can count and count and count to 1 million. All right, so we have this 506, which is a comma, and then thousands, which is 0 0 0 3 0. So it's the same, it's equivalent to 1 2 3 1 2 3. So 1 2 3 1 2 3. All right, so what do we do again? What are we looking at? We are looking at 337. All right, so we have 102. All right, so 100, what do we do? We have H, right? So we have H, and H is in 3 figures. 1 2 3. I know you're enjoying it. Okay, no, sorry, H is 100, right? Yes, so it's in 3. So this one we don't take any comma, so we say that is what? 337. So 300. So we write our 3, we bring our 1 C. And what do we look at again? We look at we are going to look at 37. All right, so we have 30, which is our tens, and 7 will be our ones. Okay, so tens, we have 1 0. Sorry, we have 2 zeros for tens, which is equal to 30, right? And then we have ones, which is only 1 0, 1 digit, which is equal to what? 7, right? So what do we do now? So now we've been able to add to list them, then we come and add them. All right, so let's add them. So 506 comma 000 plus our 300 plus our 30 plus our 7. So what will it give us? Alright, so you will get 506 with our comma, with our 300, which is 3, and then we have another 37. When you add it, just add it and you see that you get the same figure. So we have 506,337, and it's correct. So cheap, right? It's not difficult. So cheap. So we can do and do and do and do, right? So if you are in bank and you want to go and write figure, you're going to do deposit, and then your mother gave you 506,337. You know that this is what it means, 506,337, and therefore you need to write it in words like this. Same thing, very cheap. All right, very, very cheap. During the exams too, don't fail me because it's very cheap. So now let's go to C. All right, so let's go to C. Okay, we're on C. All right, we're on C. So what is the C saying? 892 million. I know something has come to your mind. 892 million 324,523. The B aspect, we are not going to tackle it. This one. Write down the following numerals in words. I think we are not going to write it in words, but I will help you break them down and write it in the words yourself, and then send to me, and then let me see what you're able to do. Okay. All right, because of time, I think we are almost spent 30 minutes on the exercise. All right, we're supposed to continue today's lesson, but I think we've spent almost 30 minutes. All right, as before we tackle the C aspect, as I always say to you, just tell mom, donate to support us. If your mom, you can also follow our ICT class. You can go to our tree class to learn how to read tree. You can also join, if you are in final year, JHS final year, you can join, SHS class, so that when you are in SHS, you are prepared already. All right. So we have started something good for you. Okay. And, encourage your friends to also join us. All right, and then don't forget to donate 0245215266 027888780. All right, it's good for you, right? Okay, so let us all enjoy. So we have 8,892,000,000. All right, so we know of our M. Now when I write M, I mean in millions. Okay, so in millions We will not let this confuse us. In millions, we have how many digits? We're supposed to have 7 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so with this 7 digits, let's try to break them. All right, let us break them with commas. So we have 1. We have our first digit, which we bring the comma. Then we bring 1, 2, 3. Separate 1, 2, 3. All right, that is our million. Our million. How we write our million. So the first digits could be double digits, but yes, so we mention it 1. I hope you all make it. I hope it's clear. So it can be 100 million. It can be 200 million, 300 million here, but we take it as 1 digit, because if you say 100 million, is one digit. Is a number. Is one number. All right, but the rest we consider them as other numbers. All right. So we have this. Okay. So this could be equal to what? Well, let's see. 890 million. All right. So we write 890. 890. The million, don't let it afraid you. Don't panic with the million there. Just bring your comma and you bring your zeros. How many zeros? 6 zeros left. Okay, so 890. That's the figure you need to put in your head. The million left, just add your zeros. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have written 892 million. Oh, sorry, it's 92 million. Sorry, I did it 890. So we bring the 2, 892. All right. So, all right, that's correct. Okay. So we move on. So we've been able to write our 892 million. I hope it's very cheap, and it's in 7 digits, as we've said. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is 6, and this is 7. Even though this is 3, but it's 1. It's 1. So if it is a 1, then we count it 1. One number. It's one number. It's a number. 892 is a number. It's a 1 number. Okay. All right. So 892. Then the million there. Don't be afraid. Just add the other 3 numbers left. There's 6 numbers left. Just bring your comma. Very, very neat. Now let's go to our 100. Okay. Now 100,000. Right. So our HT. So we go to our HT. So how many digits are we looking at? How many numbers are we looking at? 80. We are looking at 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which implies what? 1, 2, 3. We bring our comma. 1, 2, 3 is 6. All right. So what is there? Now let's go. We have our comma here. So let's go. 324,000. So what are we writing? 324,000. Okay. Always end the 300 and if it's 300,000, but 324,000. So 324,000. So we've been able to write our 324,000. Don't let the 1,000 confuse you or fear you. Just write your 324. That's what you heard of. 324. The 1,000 there, you just add your 0, 1, 2, 3. So now we have 6 numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you're getting it. I hope there's no confusion. Okay? I hope there's no confusion. Alright. I hope there's no problem. So don't think that here is 392. Why I'm not counting it 1, 2, 3. Debbie. Just follow the logic, okay? Here should be 7. Here, whatever numbers you find it here, just take it as 1. But here, just count it as the figures. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if I say it should be 4, you'll be confused. Alright, so just take it like that. Just follow the logic that we are giving to you, so that it becomes very cheap. No matter what the figures they will write in numbers, if you're able to do what I'm showing you, you are good to go. Okay, don't say nothing that the beautiful fun to say. If you hear it in millions, 7. So the 7 digits. So the 7 digits. No matter what, if you are able to identify your 7 digits, no matter what is mentioned here, just put it down as one figure, as one number. Then the rest not counting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all. That's all. That's all. Just take it like that. Alright, so we've been able to write our 324,000. Okay, so now let's come to our tens, our hundreds, sorry. So our H is what do we have for our H? We have three figures. And what is it? And what it is. So now let's see our hundreds. Is that 523. So 500. So let's write our 500. Very simple. 500. Then we come and write our tens. Our tens, right? Our tens, which is 1, 2. Then what is our tens? We say 20, which is 20. Then we write our ones. Our ones, which is, we have only one digit, which in this question is 5. Okay, so what do we have? So let us add them together. So we have 892 million. Okay, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 plus 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 0, 0 plus 20 plus 5. And what will give you final answer? Final answer is 892 with our comma 3, 2, 4 without the same comma 5, 2, 5, and that's the final answer. Okay, so in a way, have you seen something? In a way, we still have 7 digits. That shows that this figure is in millions. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. right? So it's in million. So 892,334,525, and that is it. Okay. So I think the rest have A to C. All right, and time is fast spent. Oh, 42 minutes. Come on. So what are we going to do for today? All right. So let me brush through this, these figures. Let me copy it and paste it so that we'll do it fast. Okay. Okay. Let me help through this. Okay. Very fast, and then let's go. Okay. So we have this one too. We have this. Okay. So this how do we do it? Like I was saying, this one, before you do it, just be able to place your commas. If you're able to place your commas, that's all. You've done it. Okay. So I'm not the one going to teach you how to spell thousands, how to spell hundreds in words. Okay. So if you're able to identify the figures, bet me you'll be able to write it in words. All right. So let me brush you through. So we have this one. So let me write the solution again. So we have 1 3 4 5 7. So how many digits do we have? 1 2 3 4 5. 5, right? So if we have 5, then what are we doing? What do we have? So let's see thousands. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5. So it means that we have 10,000, right? So 10,000, we have 5. Okay, I'll be following. So if you have 5 figures, then it means that we are in 10,000. Okay. So if you are in 10,000, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so quick cross check with our notes. Then it means that we are in 10,000. Okay, so 10,000, we have 5 figures. All right. So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so in 10,000, what do we have to do? We need to bring our comma somewhere, right? So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 5 means that we are in 10,000. So what we do is that 1 2 3, we bring our comma. I hope you're clear. So here we're having this 1 2 3 4 5. Then we bring our comma here, which makes it we are in 10,000. So 20,000. Okay. The same as here. 1 2 3 4 5. So we have 10,000, 13,000. Hope it's clear. So this we says that we are in 10,000. We are in 10,000, which we are looking for, which we are expecting 5 figures. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. So if we have that, We can also write it in this way: 1 2 1 2 3, which we have our 5, right? Okay, so we have our 5. So 1 2 3 4 5. We can break it in this way that this is one figure, and then this is our 3 left. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. But here we bring our comma. We break it. Okay. Alright, so how do we do it? So where do we place our comma? We count it 1 2 3. We place our comma, right? Okay, so we place our comma here: 13 comma 457. And you know why 13 comma 457? It means that 13,000 plus 400 plus 50 plus 7. Alright, so in words you write it 13,457, which is so simple. Okay, now let's go to the 2. I hope it's clear. Alright, so always you need to look at the figures, count the figures. Okay, so let's do this 1 2 and see. B, we have B. Okay, it has 2 1 3 4 5 6. It has 6. So if it has 6, what do we have? It has 6. So let's cross check and see. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we are in 100,000, right? Okay, so if you are in 100,000, how do we do it? Okay, so now let's do it this way so that you understand it very easy. You see, he didn't bring any comma there, so we're supposed to place the comma so that we will be able to mention it. Okay, so so we place, let's say we place 5. So the 5, let's make it digits so that you understand what we're doing. Okay, so if it's in this, alright, so this 2, we says that 1 2 3 4 5 6. Alright, anytime that you're counting, count from the right hand to the left. Don't count it this way: 1 2 3 4 5 6. If you want to place your comma, just count it from the from the right hand to the left. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if you want to place your comma, you count 1 2 3, place a comma. I hope it's clear. So here too, the same thing. We count 1 2 3 4 5, and then we wanted to place our comma. We count first 3, then we place our comma. 1 2 3, then we place our comma. 4 5. All right. Okay, so any number of 3, you place your comma. All right, in the right hand side to the left. Okay, so let's look at the B. So we will be able to count it, and we have 6 figures. So if it's 6 digits, then we can testify that it's in thousand. It is 100,000, and 100,000 we've make it HT. All right, so HT implies, what are we expecting? 1 2 3 1 2 3, which is the same as 1 2 3 comma 1 2 3. All right, so we count 1 2 3, we place our comma. 1 2 3. All right, so this is why we do it. Okay, so 2 5 8 6 7 4. So let's count it: 1, 2, 3. Let's place our comma. So now we can mention the figure, right? So we can mention it this way: 258,674. Then we write it in words. Alright, so I'm not going to teach you how to write 100, not going to teach you how to write thousands. But if you don't know how to spell those, if your spellings are bad, if I try to boss in the spelling ye, send a ba fine. Your thousands, your hundreds, your 1,000,000 there. As I say, world trim. So very simple. Until we count here, count free to no what to comma. Of count the first 3 digits no what to comma. No what's our count view. No what to comma. Okay, it is a zeros near side there cry. Or count it. Say 1,000,000 or count it. 1, 2, 3. What to comma? 1, 2, 3. No what to comma. The can on the best. What did you need count now? Yes, 7. Yeah, sure, say alright. So okay, so let's continue. So we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we have 7 zeros? Do we have 7 there? Do we have 7? Alright, we have 7, right? So the 7 is in a million. Okay, so now let's take the C aspect, and then the rest you do it yourself. Okay. 55. I think today we can't go on to our topic. So let's use the whole day to solve the solution, the questions. Okay. All right. So remember that as you are solving, you know already. The nation is helping us. Alright, so tell your mom to donate to help us. Tell your dad, whoever is in charge of have ICT there too as well. Alright, as in JHS. Alright. Know how to use the ICT, and it will help you. Okay, after school you can do something your own. And remember that we also do have what do we call it, core mathematics, SHS. So when you complete school, you can go through, learn a lot, and then come, when you are in SHS, it won't be difficult for you at all. Okay, so now let's see the C. Alright, let's look at the C. We have 3, 9, 1, 8, 2, 4, 3. Okay, so how many digits do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7. Alright, so we place it to be 7. So let's write 7 digits. Okay. Alright, so during your solutions, don't write 7 digits there, because maybe your teacher might not understand it. So just write it on your jotter. But these things you can do it there, alright, to just get marks. Alright, but the 7 digits, okay, you can write it because you are explaining to the one who is marking. Alright, so it's cool. Alright, so now let's count it and see. 7 digits is 1,000,000. Okay, so we use M as our million. We use M as our million. So how do we do it? So million will be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's try to bring commas to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, first comma. 1, 2, 3, another first comma. The rest we count it as it is. So let's see. We have 3, 9, 1, 8, 2, 4, 3. All right, so now let's see. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3. We bring our comma. 1, 2, 3. We bring our comma. So what do we have? We have 3,918,243. So you write it down, right? That's correct. How do we have this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we have 8, what do we do? That is a good. I like the D. So I want us to solve the D. All right. I want us to solve the D aspect. Okay, we can have 9. We can have 10. Okay. So how do we solve this? So the D. So the D we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 digits. So what do we do? So when we have 8 digits, this is how we do it. So we have 8 digits. But remember that we said something. That if we count the 7, the rest, we will just say what it is. So in a million, we are expecting 7. Alright? So if it is in million, we are expecting 7. And the 7, we can have, 100 million, 300 million, 400 million. The digits will be more than that. But if we're able to identify our first 6, the rest, we say that it is 7. I hope you're getting me. So if you're able to identify our first 6, the rest, we take it as 7. No matter what the figure is. I don't think they will bring 1 billion to it. No, I think what it will go 100 million, 300 million. Okay, because I didn't take you through billion. Alright, billion has a lot of digits. But we are doing up to 300 million, 400 million figures that we are doing. Alright, so if it is 8, supposing it's 9. Alright, supposing it's 9, it's 10. We don't have all those things there. But suppose if the thing, has crossed 7. Okay, if the figures has crossed 7, when we count our 6, we bring our comma, the rest we take it as 7. I think it's very clear. So like this example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if we say 1, 2, 3, we bring our comma. 1, 2, 3, we bring our comma. The rest, even here, is 20, 50. We don't care. What we take it is, we take it all that numbers as 7. So if it's 8, we can have 8, we can have 9, we can have 10. When we cross our first 6, the rest is 7. I hope it's clear. Very simple logic. Alright, so it's 8 digits, but it's still in million. But still in million. Okay, alright, so this is how we do it. So we know our M to be 7 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. and we say that our 7 digit could be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, where we count 1 2 3, our first comma, 1 2 3, our second comma, and the rest is 7, our 7th number. So here could be, still we take it as 7. Here could be, still we take it as 7. Here could be, we take it as 7. Here could be, we can take it as 7. So here could be making it 8, right? 6 7 8, but yes, still we take this as 7, and that's what we are looking at. And that's what is here. Okay, so now let's see. So let's write the figures again. 7 5 2 4 3 9 6 8. Okay, so now let's cross our cross. Let's bring our commas, and the rest we take it as 7. All right, so 1 2 3, we bring our comma, 1 2 3, we bring our comma, and then this one, no matter what, it could be another figure here, we take it as 7. So we are in millions. So how do we mention this? I think when the comments comes in, you can mention it. So we have our 75,243,968. Very cheap, right? So don't fear, don't panic. When the figure is written down, I think D is okay. I think the rest you can do it. If figures are written down here, alright, so let's do the F fast. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, the same thing. So we are bringing our commas inside, so we count 1 2 3, first 3. All right, 1 2 3, another 3. So the rest we say is 7. So we have 43,286,714. All right, bingo. So next time that we meet, we are going to we'll be looking at number. We'll be looking at ordering numbers. All right, ordering numbers. That will help you in your number line, give you the range, okay. So we are done for today, and then we will look at ordering numbers. So WhatsApp us, okay. Just click on our WhatsApp, just let us know, your name, where you're talking from, and then remember that at the end of this course, where we are done with the past questions, you will come online, and then we will come, we will give you the date that you are going to host live coverage. Then we will discuss more about these numbers, whatever we've taught, before we go to set. Okay, so feel free, let us know, problems that you have in mathematics. You can still vote, after this, the topic that you want us to treat.